guys, we are doing adding and subtracting fractions. Make sure you have your notes set up in the Cornell Notes format. Your question is, what are my steps for adding and subtracting fractions? And in your toolbox, you're going to have greatest common factor, GCF, and least common multiple, LCM, and that could also be LCD, least common denominator. Alright, so your steps for adding and subtracting fractions. First, you want to check and see if you have, I'm going to write an example over here. You're going to check and see if you have the same denominator. Remember, the denominator is the number on the bottom. My 2 looks really small. Okay. The denominator is the number on the bottom. So these have different denominators, so we can't add them together because the pieces aren't the same size. So you need to find a least common multiple for your denominator. So you're going to list the multiples of 4 and 5. So that would be 4, 8, 16, 20, 24. For 5, 10, 15, 20, and I can stop there because I found one. So this is my LCM, and I'm going to use that as my denominator. So I'm going to rewrite my mixed numbers, 2 and 3/4 and 2 and 4/5, and use the LCM that I found for my equivalent fractions. So I'm going to put 20 on the bottom here.
Ms. Wood, I like how you wrote one on top and one on bottom.
And remember to write them vertically. So we are adding these together. You can go ahead and set it up like that. So what did we multiply times 5 to get 20? Well, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was times 4. And whatever you do to the bottom number, you have to do to the top number. So 4 times 4 is 16. So my equivalent fraction for 4/5 is 16/20. Let's figure out this one. What did I multiply times 4 to get 20? I multiplied times 5. So I have to do the same thing to my numerator. That's 3 times 5 is 15. So you can rewrite it to make it look a little bit cleaner and just get rid of this part here. So that would be 2 and 15/20 plus 2 and 16/20. Now, since my bottom number is the same, I can add the top numbers together. So that's 15 plus 16 is 31 over 20. And I can add my whole numbers together. 2 plus 2 is 4. So this is an improper fraction. It's too top heavy, so it's going to fall over. To change an improper fraction to a mixed number, you put the top dog in the house, divide the numerator by the denominator. So that's 31 divided by 20. 20 goes into 31 one time. 1 times 20 is 20. Subtract 31 minus 20, and you get 11. So this is going to be the numerator, and this stays the denominator. So 31/20 is equal to 1 and 11/20, and add that back to your whole number, so your total is 5 and 11/20. So let's go back and look at what our actual steps were, so we can write those in our notes. Our first step was to find the LCM. Of the numbers in the denominators, if they're different. The second step is to make equivalent fractions using the LCM. And the next step add the numerators. The denominator stays the same. Then simplify or reduce your fraction. And then don't forget your whole numbers. And those are the steps for adding and subtracting fractions.
Yay! Thank you, Miss Wood. There it is, guys. Pause it.